Dear student, today we are going to discuss about fiber to fabrics. Introduction. Fabrics can be made from fibers as well as from yarns. Conventional fabric productions: fiber, yarn, fabrics. Non-woven production: fiber to fabric. It eliminates the yarn production process and make the fabric directly from fiber. Now we are going to discuss another lesson for garbage in and garbage out, wet waste and dry waste. Introduction. We already know the saying garbage in, garbage out. We know that bad data entering a system can have strange result on the data leaving the system after it processed. We need to make sure data is accurate so that useful information can be produced. We also need to make sure that the information is passed on within a given period of time to ensure it remains useful.
Garbage is an unwanted to undesired material or substance. It is also referred to as rubbish, trash, or junk. Common rubbish in a bin bag, a dumpster full of waste awaiting disposal. What is garbage? All the waste materials and other household waste produced on a daily basis are termed as garbage. The different wastes of garbage contain peels of vegetable and fruits, leftover cooked food products, waste paper and plastic materials, and many other waste items. Waste is any substance which is discarded after primary use or it is worthless, defective and of no use. Garbage disposal, a large low-lying area used to dispose garbage, is known as dump. A garbage dump is also used as landfill. Garbage collector collect the waste and then dispose it at garbage disposal. Garbage dump have flies, cockroaches and mosquito, and later turn into breeding grounds of microorganisms that may cause disease. That is why these garbage dumps are usually located on the outskirts of a city. When garbage mixes with soil, it takes a longer time to decay. The soil becomes loose and building cannot be constructed on such landfill. Moreover, it takes 20 to 30 years for the soil to get ready for construction. Type of waste: biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. The garbage and the landfill is separated as useful components, non-useful components. Useful component, the part of the garbage that can be reused, is the useful component. This component is then treated by different process to make it non-toxic. Non-useful component, the part of the garbage that cannot be used, is the non-useful component, which is then separated and spread over the landfill and covered with a layer of soil. Waste generation. Waste generation is the amount of waste produced by a house, a community, or even the country. Fact: Bangalore produces approximately 2,480 tons of garbage a day, according to a 2001 study. Developed nations tend to produce more garbage than developing nations as they have a higher rate of consumption. Waste segregation. The process of segregation or dividing the waste into dry and wet is defined as waste segregation. Here the dry waste include wood and related products, metals and glass. The wet waste typically refer to organic waste, usually generated by eating establishment and are heavy in weight due to dampness. Landfill. A landfill is a low-lying area for the disposal of waste material by burial. See the picture, a typical landfill of a city. Recycling. Recycling is a reusing of waste materials that are discarded. Recycling reduces wastage of products and pollution. Paper. Paper is derived from trees. Paper can be recycled and can be used as an alternative to plastic. Recycling and reusing the paper saves the environment. Biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste include any organic matter in waste that can be broken down into water, methane, carbon dioxide, simple organic molecules by microorganisms like fungi and other living things using composting, aerobic digestion, anaerobic digestion or similar process. Non-biodegradable waste. It is a type of waste that cannot be broken down into its base compounds by microorganisms, air, moisture, or soil in a reasonable amount of time. Non-biodegradable waste is an environmental concern as it threatens to overwhelm landfill and create disposal problems. Plastics. Plastic is a material consisting of a wide range of synthetic or semi-synthetic compounds that are malleable and can be molded into solid object. Plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheets, or made into wires. That is why it finds such a variety of uses. Plastic is non-biodegradable and poses major health hazard for animals including humans. See, ill effect of plastic. See, lot of the picture is there, you can see. Garbage, waste expelled from houses, shops, school, hostels, office, markets, etc. Various things add to garbage. The daily uses waste for pencil, mask, and kitchen waste, and using cool drinks waste, and bus ticket, train ticket, all are the waste. See, there are two type of waste: decomposing, non-decomposing. Put decomposing waste in green dustbin. Put non-decomposing waste in blue dustbin. Dealing with garbage. Sort out the waste that cannot be decomposed. From this, separate the useful materials. Recycle the useful materials. Dispose the useless, non-decomposing material in landfill. Landfill area where the garbage collected for a city is buried. See, the top soil, the cap, and the trash, clay layer, well, is the exposure of some methane gases. A decomposing waste can be put in compost pits. Converting plant and animal waste into manure using earthworms is called vermicomposting. Burning waste pollutes the air. Do not do that. Vermicomposting. Method of preparing vermicompost using earthworms. Dig a pit or take a wooden box, spread a net or mesh at the bottom, spread sand. Spread vegetable waste, leaves, etc. Sparkling water, do not press the waste. Put earthworms and cover them with a gunny bag. After 3 to 4 weeks, earthworm turn the waste to manures. See, just like that. Is a very useful for compost, all nutrients rich soil used for the fertilizer. See the vermicompost box. Precautions. Do not put salt, vinegar, oil, meat, milk, etc. Avoid too much hot, cold surroundings. Mixture must be loose for proper aeration. See, the earthworm also help it producing more amount of vermicompost. Recycling paper and plastic. See the picture, item used for the waste products. It is important reuse things than discharging them as waste. It is important to reuse things than discarding them as waste. Many nice articles can be made out of waste. Industries use recycled or waste paper to regenerate papers. Paper that is suitable for recycling is called scrap paper. You can recycle old newspaper, magazines, notebooks, and used envelopes, but do not waxed papers, oil soaked paper, paper contaminated with food, carbon paper, thermal fax paper, plastic laminated paper, stickers, and stationery products or tissues. Steps involving the recycling paper. The paper into small pieces. Soak these pieces in water for a day. Make a thick paste and spread it on a net or sieve. Let water drain off completely. Use an old cloth or newspaper to remove the extra water from the paste and dry it. Use this paste to get beautiful patterns. Disadvantages of using polythene bags. We use many plastic items such as toothbrush, comb, containers, bottles, shoes, toys, wires, frames, and bag every day. Certain part of vehicles like car and buses and electronic goods like radios, television, and refrigerator are all made of plastic. All these are useful to us in many ways, but using plastic is very harmful in terms of health and as well as the environment. Plastic are not suitable for storing cooked food because they emit harmful chemicals when they are exposed to high temperature. Using plastics causes health problems such as heart disease, diabetes, and reproductive dysfunctions. Harmful gases are emitted from burning plastic, which causes cancer and they kill living beings. That is why plastic should be disposed in the right way. Polythene bag plastic that do not contain the chemicals BAP are usually licensed for storing food items. Plastic thrown casually get into drains and sewage, often blocking the way and causing water logging. A major cause of the flood in Mumbai, India in August 2005 was the choking of the drainage system of plastic waste. So polythene bags should not be used for garbage disposal. Measures taken to prevent from the dangerous effect of plastic. Adopt a healthy practice such as triple R, reduce, reuse, and recycle plastic. Carry jute or cloth bags for shopping. Do not store food item in plastic bags. Do not burn plastic items. Recycle plastics so that new plastic item can be made. Waste that does not decompose should be put in blue dustbin, while waste to decompose easily should be put in green dustbin. See the recycled papers, Recycled paper bags also used. Advantages of plastic. Used to make many useful material in day to life. Lightweight, strong, colorful, cheap, easy to transport. Disadvantages of plastic. Plastic waste can be blocked drains. Plastic enter into the digestive system of animals can kill them. Some plastic are toxic. Plastic waste destroy the sense beauty of a place. Plastic waste do not decompose, so it is difficult to dispose plastic waste. See, the plastic waste go to in our the bird's stomach. The bird is dead. The causing of plastic waste. Useful garbage include animal dead plants, paper which can be recycled to get useful products. Now let us have a look at how the useful component is treated. Converting plant and animal waste, including the farm kitchen, into manure is called composting. Brown leaves, stems, wood materials, green grass, food scraps, manures, water and air, microorganism, earthworm and insect, microbes, bacteria, fungi and microbes, all are degraded the waste material getting for the compost. Compost recycling organic household waste and manures into the extremely useful humus like soil end product called compost. What is vermicompost? The method of preparing compost with the help of redworms is called vermicomposting. Vermicomposting is the nutrient-rich organic fertilizer and soil container. Mixture of redworms along with their garbage to be compost. What is a redworm? How does it help in vermicomposting? Redworms do not have teeth. They have a structure called gizzard which helps them in grinding their food. Redworms do not survive in very hot or very cold surroundings. They also need moisture around them. The worms are put into the pit containing the useful component of a garbage. The worms that convert the garbage into the unusable compost that can be used for garden or field for the plant and crops. What is recycling? Recycling involves processing used material into new products in order to prevent the waste of potentially useful materials. The international recycling symbol, we can recycle waste paper and make it into new products. Paper suitable for recycling is called scrap paper. Can we recycle everything? Just that why we recycle paper? Some kind of plastic can be recycled but not them. Problem arises when we use plastic exclusively and are ignorant about ways of disposing them. All kind of plastic give out harmful gases upon heating or burning. These gases may cause many healthy problems, including cancer in human. Household item made of plastics. The most important point know and think about it. More garbage we generate, more difficult it will be to get rid of it. We need to generate less waste and find way of delaying. with the increasing amount of garbage in and out surrounding. Now we are going to discuss the next lesson, fiber to fabrics. A material which is available in the form of thin and continuous strand is called fiber. There are two types of fiber, natural fiber and man-made fiber or synthetic fiber. Cloths are made of fabric and fabrics are made of fibers. Fabric is synonym of cloth. Fabric is not only used in making of cloths. Rather, fabrics are used in making bed sheet, bags, doormats, mats and many endless items. Variety in fabrics. There are many types of fabrics: wool, cotton, silk, jute, nylon, etc. are the name of some of the fabrics. Some fabrics appear shiny while some appear very dull. Some fabrics keep us warm while some of the fabric will look like to the use in summer. Fabric depend upon fiber from which it is made. Fiber. It is the fiber which make fabrics. Fiber can be classified into two types: natural fiber, artificial or synthetic fiber. Natural fiber. Fiber that we get from nature are called natural fiber. For example, cotton, wool, silk and jute, etc. are example of natural fibers. See, the natural fiber from animals, wool and silk; from plant, cotton, linen. Artificial fiber. Fibers made in laboratory are called man-made fiber or synthetic fibers. For example, nylon, polyester, acrylic, terracotta, etc. See the nylon, rayon, polyester, terling. Types of natural fibers. Natural fibers further can be classified into two groups: plant fiber, cotton, jute, coir, hemp, flask, and cotton, silk cotton. Fiber which we get from plants source are called plant fiber. For example, cotton, jute, flax, coconut fiber. Plant fiber. Cotton, sisal, flax, jute, remi, coir and hemp are example of plant fiber. Cotton. Cotton fibers are obtained from fruits or ball of cotton plants. Fibers have 90% of cellulose. Cotton grow well in black soil. Uses. Absorbent cotton used for in the first aid box for surgical purpose, dressing of wounds. Raw cotton is used for the stuffing pillow, cushion, quilts and to make cloths. Khadi. Handmade cotton fabric is called khadi. Jute. Jute fiber are obtained from bark of jute plants. It is a major product of Bangladesh, grow in places with heavy rainfall. Hemp. Drugs. necrotic or obtained from the bark of hemp. Other uses to make strong the rope, nets, carpet, cloth, handbags, paper, etc. Flask. Line fiber are obtained from the stem of flax plant, used sheet, cloths, etc. Reha. Reha fiber are obtained from the stem of remi plant. Use fiber or spun into cord, nets for fishing. Coir. Coir is a rough fiber obtained from coconut shell. Uses for stuffing sofa seat, mattress, doormats, handbags, rope, rugs, etc. Silk cotton obtained from fruit pods of kapok tree, used in stuffing pillow cushion. Animal fibers. Animal fiber are the most common natural fiber found in crime cells. These include wool, sheep, mohair, Angora goat, cashmere goat, alpaca, mink. Fibers we get from animals are called animal fiber. For example, wool and silk. We get wool from sheep, goat, camel, etc. Sheep, goat, camel, etc. have thick layer of hair on their body which protect them from harsh climate. Hair of their body is called fleece. This fleece is cut out and called wool. We get silk from silkworm. Table showing characters of some plant fibers. Test to identify fibers, observation on burning, silk, wool, artificial cloth. Burn with burned hair smell like burning hair curls. Smell, silk, wool, artificial cloth, burnt hair, characteristics, odor. Residue, silk and wool, dull black hollow bed which crushes easily to powder. Artificial cloth, dark hard bed. Cotton is cultivated in the field in Indian cotton is now for 1800 BC. Cultivation of cotton need warm climate and black clay soil. Cotton is cultivated almost in every part of India. Cotton fiber is cultivated large scale in the state of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh. Cotton is shown in early spring. Its plants are about 1 to 2 meter in height. Cotton plants take 60 days in flowering. Cotton flower turns into fruit. Fruits of cotton are spherical in shape. Cotton fruits have lemon type shape and size. Cotton fruit are called cotton balls. After maturing, the cotton balls burst open and seeds covered with cotton fiber become visible. The color of cotton fiber is white. Cotton fiber is called cotton wool also. A cotton file look like a field covered with snow. Processing of cotton. Cotton balls are picked up by hand from field. After picking up, seeds inside the cotton balls are separated by combing. The process of combing to separate out seeds from cotton balls is called ginning of cotton. Ginning of cotton is traditionally done manually. These days, a machine is used for ginning. Machine which is used in combing of cotton is called ginning machine. Gind cotton is compressed in bales. The weight of one bale is up to 200 kg cotton. Bales are then sent to desired place like in the spinning mill. Use of cotton. Some of the uses of cotton are given below. In making fabrics, in hospital, sterilized cotton is used as absorbent. In bandage, which is made up of cloth, is used in hospital for dressing. As filler in mattress, pillow, quilt. The cottonseed oil, which is edible oil, is obtained from cotton seeds. Jute. Jute is cultivated to obtain jute fiber. Jute is called patsan, pata or patuna in Hindi. Jute plants is cultivated mainly in Indian subcontinent and in African countries. Jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Jute fiber is cultivated during the rainy season. After cutting of jute plants, it is left for some days in the field when leaves are dried up. These are immersed in stagnant water. In stagnant water, gunny matters that hold the fibers with its stem is eaten away by bacteria. This process is called retaining. In few days, jute stem are completely after retaining. Jute fiber are separated by hand. The fibrous part is dried and tied in bundles and sent to the factory. Jute fiber are long, rough, coarse but not very strong. Use of jute. Some of the uses of jute fiber are given below. Jute fiber is used for making gunny sacks, mats, doormats, ropes, etc. Some fine jute fiber are used to making fabric for cloths. As environmental friendly nature of jute fiber, handbags made from it become very popular these days. Flask. Like jute, flax fiber is obtained from the stem of flax plant. After cutting a flax plant, these are left off returning in stagnant water. Gummy matters that holds the fiber is destroyed by bacteria. One stem of flax plant roots completely flax fiber are separated from it. Separation of fiber from its stem is called sucking. Separated fibers then tied into bundles and sent to factory for further purpose. Fibers of flax are soft, shiny and long. Uses of flax fiber. Some of the use of flax fiber are given below. Flax fiber are used in making linen and laces. It is used for making fishing lines and nets. Some fine papers like cigarette paper is made from flax fiber. The seeds are used to making linseed oil, which is used of mixing in paint and varnish. It is also used for making linoleum. Coir. Coir is a kind of plant fiber which is obtained from coconut. Coir fiber used to making rope, door mat, mattress, etc. Spinning of cotton yarn. The cotton ball is loosened and cleaned. The loosening and cleaning of cotton balls is called carding. The cotton fibers are converted into a rope-like loose stand. These stands are called silver. Strands are pulled and twisted to make yarn. Twisting makes yarn stronger. This process of pulling and twisting of cotton is called spinning. Nowadays, spinning is done by machine in the spinning mills. A simple device which was used for spinning and stand by the hand is called chakra, and other tool is called takila. Mahatma Gandhi used chakra as a symbol of freedom weapons against English. In the struggle for freedom, he encouraged people to wear cloths made up of homespun yarn and shun important cloth made in the mills of Britain. Yarn into fabric. After spinning, yarn are used to making of fabric. Weaving and kitting are two main processes used for making yarn to fabric. See, shearing of a sheep, scoring in tank, scoring by machine, rolling into yarn. Follow the yarn and find out the hole is made, groving, shearing, exporting, washing, carding, combing, dyeing, spinning, weaving or kitting, and once again the final garments, finally getting for recycling of the waste. Animal fiber. You are in the mall looking for an outfit. So many varieties, colors, shirts, texture, silk, cotton, crepe, linen, denim, leather, ethnic wear, party wear, casual wears. Wondering what to choose. Did your ancestor have a choice like what you have today? No. They had only animal hides, bark and leaves to cover themselves. Clothes were not a fashion statement then. Do you know that we are naked until 1,70,000 years ago? Humans started wearing clothes after they lost body hair, which had protected them for climate extremes. Early cavemen wore animal hides and furs only for protecting against extreme climate conditions. The earliest clothing consists of fur, leather, leaves, or grasses that was wrapped around the body. Fibers are the base of all clothing. Fabrics are made up of strands called yarns, which are made from even thinner strands called fiber. Animals that yield wool. Apart from sheep, wool also comes from the Angora goat, yak, llama, alpaca, and even camels. All these animals have a thick coat of hair or fleece which keep them warm. Wool is obtained from this fleece. Sheep wool is more commonly available in India. In Tibet and Ladakh, yak wool is more common, whereas in Jammu and Kashmir, it is the Angora wool. The famous Pashmina shawls come from the soft under fur of the Kashmiri goat. In South America, the llama and the alpaca yield wool. Wool from sheep. Sheep hair is formed by two types of fiber, the coarse blood hairs and the fine soft underhair, which is close to the skin. This fine hair provides the fiber make wool. Sheep rearing. Sheep rearing is a branch of animal husbandry. Sheep are reared mainly for their meat, wool, and milk. Selective breeding. Selective breeding is process of selecting of patterns for obtaining special characters in the offspring. Selective breeding is done to have sheep with soft hair. The Nali and Lohi breeds are found in Rajasthan and Punjab, the Rampur Pusheri in Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh, and the Bagarwala in Jammu and Kashmir. Gujarat breed of Marwari in Patwande sheep. Each breed yield wool used for different purpose. Nali breed wool is used to making carpet wool. Patna Vadi wool is used for hosiery. Lohi wool is very good quality and is used for making cloth. Bagarwal wool is used for shawls. Processing of fiber into wool. The process of making fiber into wool is as follows. Shearing. Shearing is the first step in processing of fiber into wool. It is the removal of fleece of the sheep along with the thin layer of skin. Generally, sheep are sheared in the warm weather, usually spring, as they do not require their wool costly to keep them warm. Shearing is done with the help of mechanical shears and is usually done by hand. Shearing does not hurt the sheep as the uppermost layer of the skin is dead. Scoring. Scoring is the process of washing the sheared hairs. The woolen fiber are thoroughly washed in big tank to remove greases, dust, and dirt by fully mechanized machines. Sorting. Sorting is done after scoring to separate hairs of different texture and types. This is to spread the low and good quality fiber. Good quality wool from the shoulder as side of the sheep is used for clothing, while the more inferior quality comes from the lower leg and is used to make rugs. Dyeing. Picking out of any remaining brush is followed by the dyeing. White is colored various colors. Since the natural fiber are mostly black, brown, or white in color, they can be dyed in various colors. Straightening, combing, and rolling. Once the dyeing process is completely, the fiber is straightened, combed, and rolled into yarn. Longer fiber are made into wool for sweaters, while the shorter fibers are spun and woven into the woolen cloth. Weaving. The process of arranging two types of yarn together to make the fabrics is called weaving. In the process of weaving, a continuous thread or threads back and forth across a set of lengthwise threads so that both side thread are interlaced. Weaving of fabrics is done on looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. Hand operated loom is called as hand loom and power operated loom is called as a power loom. Hintoning. Hintoning is also process of making fabric using yarn. In hintoning, a single yarn is used to make a fabric. Hintoning is done by hand and also on machines, socks, sweaters, etc. Example for hintoning fabrics. Weaving and hintoning are used for making different kind of fabrics. These fabrics are used for variety of clothing items. Silk. See the silk life cycle of silk moth. The mulberry leaves. The adult silkworm go and lay the eggs of mulberry leaves. Leaves feed on larvae. Formation of cocoons and once again return back to adult silkworm. Life cycle silk moth. Actually, silkworm are not worms, but the larva or caterpillar hatches from the egg of the silk moth. The life history a silk moth started when a female silk moth lay eggs. The larva or caterpillar hatches from the egg of the silk moth. The silkworm feed on the fresh mulberry leaves. The silkworm grow in the size and then become a pupa. In the pupa stage, it weaves a net to hold itself. In the swing is head from side to side, secreting a fiber that hardens on contact with the air. This fiber is made up of protein and became a silk fiber. The caterpillar covers itself completely with silk fiber and turns into a pupa. This covering is known as cocoon. The month continued to develop with the cocoon. The silk thread or yarn is obtained from the silk moth cocoon. Egg, larva or caterpillar, pupa and adult stage. Animal fiber, silk. Have you ever noticed your mother resplendent silk saree which is exquisitely beautiful? Are you not fashioned by its soft, silky, shine texture? Do you think that silk fiber have themselves elegance and grace? Silk is known as the queen of fabrics. The origin of silks date back to ancient China. Legend has it that a Chinese princess was sipping tea in her garden when a cocoon fell into her cup and the hot tea loosened the long strand of silk. The rest is history. Even today, thousands of years after the first cocoon fell into the emperor's teacup, China is still the world's largest product of silk. A silk product was labor intensive. It used to prohibitively expensive. Therefore, it was accessible to only royalty and wealthy people those days and was considered as the symbol of wealth. In this chapter, we will learn about the processing of silk, its types and properties, as well as the life cycle of silk moth, and also about sericulture. Silk is a typical of animal fiber produced by the silkworm. Properties of silk. Silk is an elastic, lustrous protein fibers. The soft silk thread is as strong as a comparable steel thread. Silk take a well to dye, which result in the colorful fabrics. Silk has a soft feel and in appearance, it has a sheen and luminosity that makes it look luxury. Silk tend to fall naturally and hangs deliciously on the body. It is light in weight and it can be easily folded. Silk is also more heat resistant than many other fabrics. Silk fiber are not easily torn or damaged. It is flexible material. It will quickly retake its original shape without blinking even after stretching. Type of silk. Different type of silk months yield different types of silk yarn such as mulberry silk, tassel silk, air silk and monaga silk. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. It is Latin name Bombax simuri. Yarn is used in making of fabrics. There are mainly two methods of making fabrics using yarn, weaving and kinting. In weaving, two sets of yarn are arranged together to make fabric. In the process of kinting, usually only one yarn is used. Weaving of fabric is done on looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. Hand operated looms are called hand loom and power operated looms called as a power loom. In ancient times, people used to cover their body with the bark of trees, long leaves of trees, animal skin and animal furs, etc.